Okay, standing on one leg. Let's check it out. Here we go. Okay, here's my little studio. It's not any bigger than most of where y'all are. Okay, some people thought my studio was this huge studio. No, it's just, see here? Here's little Ruby. Here's my chair, and there's the window. So I'm gonna stand like this, and I'm just gonna go like this for 2 seconds. Then I'm gonna step back, and I'm gonna step like this. And I'm gonna bring this up like this and step back. I'm not holding, okay? I will hold in just a minute, but I want you to just step and swing the leg from back here to here, not way up. Then step back, step again, right here, swing it through as if you're gonna step, then step back, then step through, bring it up, and step back. See, right here. Now step back, step back, step back. Okay, so how do you get started here? You take a step. You take a step. So do one leg, then the other leg. See how I'm gonna step? Well, instead of putting it down, I'm just gonna hang out here for a few seconds, not a lot. Okay, now I'm gonna take a step with this leg, okay? I'm gonna step, and I'm gonna bring it up. Not very far, not all the way to the 90 degree. Then I'm gonna step back, roll into my heel, and step back. And you just keep, so instead of doing this, which is fine, that's fine, I'm saying, take a step. See, put that in your head first. This is how you start it. You think you're gonna do this weirdo, no, take a step. Make sure you have a chair, a wall, a counter, so that you can put your hand on it. See how I'm coming here? Now, instead of just walking, I'm just gonna swing my leg through, not all the way up. Then I'm gonna go back, roll into my heel on purpose. Okay, then I step back and I step back. Okay, now I'm going to take a step. So I'm gonna take a step here, and I'm gonna take a step, hold it, but I'm not gonna go forward. I'm gonna go back, and right here is where the warming starts in your foot and your ankle, okay? So whatever you have to do to go from one to the other, take a step. Now I'm gonna bring the step forward. I have my little chair here if I need it. I'm only gonna come this far. See, I was really emphasizing the other day, Wednesday, coming up to 90 degrees. We'll do that, but not right now. See, I'm gonna go back instead of going forward. Roll into the heel, and you hang out there for just a few seconds, and then you step back and you start it all over again. You can step, step, step. Think, okay, and all you have to do to get this whole thing started and get the benefit of one-legged standing is take a step. And then when you step like this, then you think, where's my second step gonna go? It's gonna go here. And I'm gonna increase the holding, and then I roll into my heel, okay? Then I step out with this one. So I've alternated, breathing in through my nose, out through my mouth, or out through my nose if I can. I say that because sometimes going through training yourself to, hang on, breathe through your nose. Now roll into the heel, okay? Now we're gonna start dipping here in just a second, but we're gonna do some frontal plane work now. So we're gonna go side to side across the front, so to speak. See that? I'm gonna go like this and go like this. I'm gonna go like this, swing, go like this, swing. Step into the middle, step. See that? Now, the minute I did that swinging, some of you out there, see I'm on my toe, I'm on a straight foot here, but the minute that you come into neutral and you step and you swing, some of you swing and you've leaned out. Don't lean out in this, okay? Say rib cage up, okay? Breathe in through the nose, drop your shoulders. I've stepped out and I'm swinging my arms. I go to my toe, like a plantar flexion, toe down. But I don't lean in. That's kind of important here for you forward leaners. This is your chance to not only warm up, to not only do one-legged motion, but not to lean in, rib cage up. See how I work my hands over here? Whoa, when you say rib cage up, woo, back extensors. Yeah. Okay, step back to neutral. So I'm right here neutral. I'm gonna step, keep my toe forward in the step. I'm gonna go to my toe right here, and I'm gonna reach those hands, reaching out, but I'm not doing the error move, which would be this. A lot of people do this, and they go like this, but they go like that. So rib cage up, and when you swing those arms, you say rib cage up. Okie dokie? Yeah, then you bring it back into a normal movement pattern. Not fast, but more normal. So the toe stays forward. When you swing, you say rib cage up, and you go to the plantar flexion on your toe, okay? Don't lock this knee. Breath, come into neutral, step, swing, and say rib cage up. Yes, right like that. And then you come back. Okay, so we've done frontal plane, we've done a sagittal move here. Okay, and now we're gonna go transverse. So now I'm gonna turn. So I'm wide, I'm sitting back into my heels because I want to turn and I want to do a little pivoting, not a lot. Come right here, do a little pivoting, not a lot. See, I could go really far, but I don't want to do that right now. We're just coming into our session and we're getting our spine, as well as our brain, as well as our joints on target, warming up. Some people are referring to this kind of motion as like a flossing move for your joints. Okay, you're cleaning out all the debris around there, getting it good oxygenation, good movement patterning. Then I'm going to come right in here. I'm going to do one out of the box. Okay, a little different plane of motion. I'm going to go cross. We've done this many times. However, a lot of times people don't do this as part of a warm up. Okay, they just do walk front and back. And I'm trying to work through a bunch of muscles that we're going to be using today. But here's the deal. We're going to do a lot of one-legged work today. And what you need to understand about that is there's some real benefit. One more time on each side. Cross, see, and rib cage up so that you're really pulling back. Okay, everything's opening, everything's kind of doing rotations. Just like that. One-legged standing, very beneficial in the quest to up your bone density. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a little suggestion. So I have two sizes of stools here. I have a high one and a low one. See that? Okay. I know you don't have to go get it right now. You could use, seriously, you could simply use this, okay, instead of this. Perfectly fine. I just have this, so I'm going to use it. Now, this is a very stable, low stool. Okay, it's 8 inches. Whereas this is 18 inches. Okay, for people that are fun sized, you know who you are. Okay, sorry. This might be too high. high to start with. Start low. See this? I have something to hang on to. Number one, if I don't have a low bench like this that's extremely stable, I'll just use this. That's perfectly fine. Most of you have these, so I'm going to use them. Put your foot on that. Bring that knee up now and do a tap, tap, tap. And you see here? See here? I can go like this anytime. If I start rocking and rolling a little too much, I just put my hand here. But if I can do it without it, see, I will try to do that. But part of balance training is learning how to pull back and get back on balance without falling or without doing too much damage to like your joints, etc. I've switched my lead leg right now. I'm going a tap, tap, tap. See that? I have my hand right here above the chair. It can go down anytime that I start leaning too much. Tap, tap, tap. What I'm showing you right now, y'all, is the secret, the trick to do the modification, one-legged standing, that I want you to eventually do better and better and better. But if you're not there, don't not do it. Do it, just have your parameters in place so that you can do the modification. So see, this is my challenged leg because this is my hip replace side. I've told you that. Tight tummy, drop your shoulders, in through the nose, out through the nose if possible. Did I finish telling you why to do that? Because sometimes you have what's called oxygen hunger, okay? Where you got to get the air out in order to get it in. And so if you haven't trained yourself, I've switched. Now I've switched. Still have my little chair here, my wall, my whatever, my bedpost, whatever. Have something in place. Do the tap, tap, tap. I'm doing the tap, tap, tap to remind myself, don't lock my joints, okay? Then I line up. So back to the breathing. Okay, then you bring it up and you try to hang out here for a few seconds. If you feel yourself going, then you go tap, 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 and you put your hand here. See that? You guys, this is a big deal. Nobody takes the time. I've seen a lot of these things on balance and everything. They don't go through this part of it. Okay, this is where you have to start, all right? You have bad feet, you have bad joints, you got to go at this a little differently, but go at it, you need to do. That's why I keep doing this. Okay, breathing in, go out through the nose. If you feel you can't blow the air out enough to get yourself a breath, that's why you want to do go out through the mouth if you need to. Keep trying to exhale through the nose. See the tap? I've switched. Okay, I'm just leading up to this whole one-legged thing. Okay, let's pretend something. And you may be saying to yourself, you know, why don't we get on with the class? We are. Oh my goodness. Let go and just hang out here and you'll see you'll start drifting. Okay, where are the changes? Some of you turn your foot in the wrong direction, in or out. Some of you lock your legs. Some of you throw your back out. Align yourself, drop your shoulders, soften the knees like you're starting to do a little horsey ride. See this? When I soften my knees, see, I soften my knees, your butt's gonna go back, okay? That's what I'm wanting you to do. Loosen the knees, soften the knees. That's the only way you're gonna get your knee, your muscles around your knee, your gluteal, all of your foot, lower leg muscles to engage. Don't lock, okay? Tight tummy, okay? Here we go. One-legged, down here, tap, tap, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. This is a good time to practice exhaling through the nose. Why? Because we're not doing extremely hard work right now. I mean, it's harder than what you think. I know that. And you're breathing more. However, you're not doing like super big need of oxygen right now, even though it's a little heightened. This is a good time to shut your mouth and try to breathe out through the nose. Okay. Unlock the knee. Yeah, unlock them. Okay, switch. And if you need to, tap, 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 or put your hand here. And then if you can do this, you know, hang out there for as long as you can, then just all you have to do is go down. Okay. This is actually the first part of training you. This is like fall training, because the minute you start to lose balance, what do you notice that you start to do? Yeah, you lock out. I'm telling you to come in, okay? Because then you can do that rolling. Then you don't go down and break a collarbone or a wrist or something like that. Yeah. Shift. One more, last one. This is on my challenge side. Keep the knee soft, stay upright. Use your hand if you need to. Bring that knee up as far as you feel you can, okay? And once you are really getting into being able to hold longer, see this one I'm not. This one I have to keep putting my hand here because I start to drift. And then the minute you start drifting, you start to lock. Not what you want to do. So use this to sink, to get those weak muscles functioning again. That's the whole thing. And if you had a joint replaced, Kathy, recently, it's these kind of functional moves that you got to step back and do, okay? It's just the way it is. Big breath. Here's what I was going to say. I started to say pretend. Yeah, pretend that you have weights, at least one or two, in your hand when you're doing this kind of a thing. Now, most of you have leg weights, correct? Correct? Okay. That will be a big plus, even though we're going to do some band work today. Here's my extra long band. Some of you got that from me. And most of you have leg weights. Don't let those things just sit there holding your door open or, you know, threatening to throw them at somebody. So here's mine, okay? So what we're gonna do is sit like that. And I am telling you, if you will strap these things on, don't strap them on and think you're gonna go walk around the house. That's not the thing. If you wanna do it, if you really wanna be practical and actually make yourself use these, have them where you can get at them, have you a regular chair where you're using them, okay? See, I'm putting them right around my little ankle. You put them over your pant leg or under. I'm gonna go under, okay? Now, I'm sitting here, so let's not waste that, okay? Drop your elbows in, yes. Open back, yes. Two things. Drop the elbows, drop the shoulders, open. Only a little, open, tight, yeah. Bring that leg up, just see how that's feeling, okay? So I'm gonna bring this up, and if you were doing this with me standing there, number one, I would check your back, okay? Open, make sure it's extended. When the knee comes up, it's got to come up as if you were going to attach it to your shoulder. Meaning, I don't want to see it in or out, okay? So women usually go in with it. Guys usually take it out. I don't want either of those. I want them right here. See that? So open back, tighten, lift. Yeah. Once you have that up there, I want you to do a very careful, a very necessary modification right now. Take your hands, put it under under your thigh there, right behind your knee. See that? See, I'm opened back. I'm dropping my chin. I brace, tighten my tummy, breathe in through the nose, and then go extension, extension, extension. Yeah. And some of you might say, well, how far do I go up? Again, don't lock your knee. Number one, hang into here, use your arms a little bit, and you're doing a great controlled extension. Now I can have you hold it here for just a little bit and then come down, drop your shoulders again. Big breath. You're going to notice a need for more air right now. Breathe in through that nose, out through the nose. If possible, keep the knee going toward the shoulder right now. Just like that. Woo! Breath. Yeah, keep that leg supported right here. Breath. Be very difficult to not put your hands on here. Now, I may have some people out there that, you know, want to go to the next level. Well, great. Try doing that by itself. It ain't gonna happen real easy. Here we go. Breath. Here we go. Breath. One more. Breath. Yeah, this muscle should be kicking. Exactly. Take a big breath. We got the other one to do. Then we're going to do the antagonistic muscles, the back muscles of these. Okay. Take a big breath. Back. See, I opened back. Drop my shoulders, drop my chin. Breathe. Bring the leg up first. See how far you can get it up there. See that? So you can go, you can do a few of these lifts. You don't have to do too many because we really want to do extensions. So put your hands under the leg. Say rib cage up right now. Breathe in through the nose. Extend. Yeah. Breath in through the nose. Out through the nose. Breath. 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 Yeah, don't let that leg down too far. Bring it back. Okay. Breath. Breath. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Come on, we got it. Now we're going to hold it. Are you ready? Bring it right there. Hold, 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 hold. Back in, back up. Yeah, it's just a different way to do really good work of these muscles above that knee. Okay. Really helps to control that knee and to get it stronger. This is just one way to do it. You can do it from here, which is typical. However, I just hope to give you some better ideas of movement, especially when you have joint issues. Okay, you ready? Drop your shoulders. Yeah. Lean in. We're going to lead the quad. So it's going to be a sit to stand. So make sure your legs are wide. Okay, you've got your leg weights on there, right? Here we go. In, lead the quad, and you're up. Okay, so right here, squeeze tight, go back down, just because it was so fun to be able to do that, right? Without hurting. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Drop your shoulders. Now I'm telling you lead the quad because I want that kind of emotion with your hands. I don't want you to lift your shoulders. Got it? Chin is tucked. Okay. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, press into those heels, feet, and you're up. Now you've got a leg weight on that leg. Do you remember what we did in the warm-up? I had two heights. I have a chair height, then I have a bench height. If you don't have a bench, 2 inches is enough. See there? But that's toe right there again. This is the trick in using one-legged standing to really help your bone density, okay? So here's my question to you. See how I've done my leg here a couple of times now? as if I was going to step on that, but I don't. You see that? If you're doing this move, I will guarantee you, several of you, if not all of you, have locked this knee. Yeah, did I catch you? Okay, shift. See, I have my chair here. If I need it, keep the knee soft, tight tummy. Breathing, shoulders are down. Bring that leg up, tap, tap, tap. See that? See, the minute you start to tap, that starts setting up an imbalance. You start to lock your knee. I know. Or some people even turn the foot out to give them better balance. Don't do that, okay? Try to stay on all four corners of your foot right now. So that means pressing down. I'm a tiny bit hip hinged because I want to keep my rib cage up. I want to stay fully engaged. See? Tap, tap, tap. Down. Now on this one, you might notice my hand is here pretty much the whole time. You know why? Because the weakness incurred by a joint replacement around my muscles haven't caught up yet. It's a long while. Yes, it's a constant management issue. See how I'm tapping? Okay, and I'm going to try to do it without over leaning. If you are over leaning, when you do this one-legged standing, that you're a person that needs this type of assistance to stand straight. Now, some of you may say, Kathy's probably counting. Yes, I'm trying to stay in this motion, in this move. I'm keeping my knee not all the way to 90 degrees, but I got a weight on there, but I don't want to lean. I don't want to lock my knee. And by now, right now, if you've done this the whole time and you haven't put your foot down, you're starting to feel it. Yes. See, it takes a little bit to get into this, okay? And to understand that this very innocuous, very simple move can really help add bone density. But when you put a leg weight on, you got to have safety measures, okay? See how I'm tapping here? Okay? I don't lean nearly as bad on this side because what used to be my weak side because of my knee being replaced here is this leg is stronger than this. Okay, so I keep working at this. See this? See this? I'm just going to hang out here for a bit. And if you start to go, don't do weirdo and quick moves to keep yourself on balance. All you got to do is put your hand right here. That's it. Go to all four corners of your foot. Don't over lean. Keep this up here. Take a big breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Yeah, it's a habit to push out through your mouth and then put it down, okay? Because these are really firing in order to hold in that one-legged stand position. Okay, now we're gonna come back to this. We have leg weights on. But we're gonna do the antagonistic muscle now to that leg extension that we did just a while ago. Let me move this over here so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm right here. If you wanted to make this harder, what we're going to do right now, all in the world you'd have to do is stand your little self down on that. Because the minute you step on a very spongy surface, I don't care if it's a pillow or what it is, you're going to have to fight for balance. So if you want to make this harder, stand on your little balance pad. Put your hands right here, say rib cage up, and you're gonna just tap the toe right here to the back of that pillow. See? If you don't have a pillow, don't worry about it. What I do want you to do is start from this position. See how I'm gonna just pull my toe? What the position I'm talking about is my toe is at the end of my heel of the front leg. That's what I want you to see. I'm not doing this fast, okay? Drop the shoulders. Say rib cage up. Keep your knees soft. And the minute you start to come up in that arc with your heel, with your toe behind the heel of the front leg, and if that's too hard for some of you who maybe are getting over injuries, like with your hamstring, this is too advanced. You need to start from your standing position and just come up like that. And if that's the case with you, that's fine, but don't make this mistake. Watch. The minute I let somebody come into this particular move, what I see them do is this. See, we don't want to turn this into this move again. We want to go back, and it's much easier if you are in a neutral stance. Okay, if I put my toe behind my heel, see, that's a much harder position for this. And if you have a pretty good weight on your legs right now, this is a great way to train body position, postural alignment. Don't do a kicking action. Squeeze those muscles, hold it, 1001, bring it back. Soften the knee, drop your shoulders, pull that heel in, bring it back. Pull, bring it back. Pull, bring it back. Pull, bring it back. Put the other foot on that pillow. Step off with the leg that you were just using as your stability. Okay? So here I am. I put the pillow under my foot just to give it more, it's a more advanced work. You do not have to have that pillow here if you're not ready for it, okay? So I'm gonna come into my stance, drop my shoulders. I got my toe at the back of my heel, my stability leg, okay? Drop your shoulders, breathe in, pull that leg all the way into approaching your butt. Yes, every time you stop, take a breath, exhale through the nose, inhale through the nose, push down into the hands a little, not a lot, and then pull. Pull with the heel leading. Don't do it fast. Stay in this back position if possible. Some of you won't be able to do that. That's okay. Do it from a neutral position with your feet. I hope this is making sense to you. When you do that, see, my knees are in the same plane. That's where I look, okay? And then I pull the heel up just like before. I do not bring my knee forward. Even if I do this modified position, which is what anybody with a hamstring issue should be doing, and or no weight, okay? Even a weight on this might be too much for some of us, okay? You got to start somewhere, right? Big breath in through the nose, out through the nose, in. Don't do it quick. Don't do it quick. Pull. Drop your shoulders. Pull, breathing. In through the nose, out through the nose. Unlock your knee if you need to. Okay, two more. Big breath. Big breath. Yes, and come down. And come down. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna pick our band up, our long band, the one that you got for me. And I'm gonna put the backs of my hands against the sides of the band. See that? Like that, like you're clapping? Yeah, just like that, okay? I got leg weights on. Yes. So now when I step to the side, it's a different thing. It's a very different thing when you step and you come back in, because now you're doing it with a weight. You don't want to do this fast. You want to do it as a strength kind of a modality, a strength move. So that means no jerking. So I'm simply putting pressure on the outsides of my hands, okay? I keep my shoulders down, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, and I'm gonna lift and come back. And I'm gonna lift to the side and come back. I'm not going very far, okay? Drop your shoulders, okay? I'm gonna go to the side and come back. So I'm just taking my ankle. I'm leading with my ankle, okay? Sometimes when you've had joints replaced, you almost have to like retrain how to do some of these moves, especially when they're with a weight. It's more weighted, it's a different move, okay? I see how I'm maintaining this. This is a K move. I hope you're able to follow this, K. This is absolutely working on all these muscles right out here. And you can do it with this stinking little band. So it's on the backs of part of my hand. Elbows are bent to my waist. Drop my shoulders. Yes. I'm going to push out with my whole, from my elbow to my fingertips. See, it's not where I'm bending my wrist. I want to keep it in that position. Step out, step in. Step out, step in. Step out, step in. Lead with your ankle. Breath. Step out, step in. So it's a straight lever kind of a motion. Just like I'm doing a lever kind of a motion with my hands right now, okay? So you should be screaming a little bit right now if you're doing this correctly. Your shoulders are down. Your shoulders are down. You're stepping out and you're pushing hard against the band is the point. Just a few more seconds. You can do this. Push. Keep your elbows at your waist. Keep your chin tucked. Breathing. Okay, 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 release. Oh my goodness. Who would have ever thought? Oh, go out with your palms up and turn and turn. And as our fingers are out there, do you see what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this, a teeny little lift with our heels. See, it's just a teeny one. And on this one, I want everybody to have their thigh in the same plane of motion, meaning I don't want you to go like this or this. So we're gonna do a compound move. We're gonna get this going. See this? Drop your shoulders. This helps to reset your whole shoulder girdle, okay? And that's why I hammer on it a lot. Now, as I get this going, okay, and if this is too difficult for somebody that might have shoulder issues, do the same move, just go a little lower. See, it's straight out. Yeah, if you can come up, that's great. And then I simply just lift my heel with this weight on my leg as if I was gonna walk, but I don't walk, of course. I'm just pulling my heel up. That's it. Shift, pull the heel up, shift, yeah, pull the heel up, and bring them down. I know, you're starting to scream, aren't you? This is a screamer today. I should have warned you. No, because then you'd have said, oh, maybe I'll sit this one out. Okay, where were your palms? Okay, now let's turn them up. You got it? Turn them up. Listen, if you want to keep your shoulders functioning better, try to make this, 30 of them I don't know if we did 30. Kathy knows exactly how many we did. Don't tell me.
We
Okay.
did 28, just so you know.
I told you. See? You don't know she's on the payroll, right? Oh, okay. Palms up. Yes. Yes. Start the arms first. My thumbs are heading backwards. Don't go way up here. In fact, go a little lower until you really get this. So this move is not coming from your elbow. This move is coming from your shoulder. Yeah. Keep your palms up. And then all I want you to do right now is move yourself into your toe box. Step wide. That'll help. See, I'm moving my shoulders. I'm just bending my knees a little and I'm lifting my heels. Yeah, with these leg weights on. Bend your knees, lift your heels a little. Keep the move going. Yes. Big breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Here's a little trainer's tip. Very difficult to breathe out through your nose if you're talking. Whoops. Okay. Bring your heels up. Bend your knees a little bit. Just bring your heels up. Yeah.
31,
Oh,
32.
see, I was just getting into it. Okay, shake out. Here's the deal, y'all. I'm doing some very different moves with you today in the spirit of one-legged standing, okay? And it's a little different. Here's my little pad. We're gonna carry it on, okay? We are gonna do what's tantamount to a one-legged squatting type of a motion. And for that, I'm gonna use my chair here. See that? See, just like that? I'll move my pillow there, okay? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into a hip hinge as if we're gonna sit in the chair, okay? This is kind of a really cool move that's gonna help you really see this one-legged benefit and how to get into it very differently than what you see on all the different sites that people might look at all these people doing exercise. I don't see a lot of people doing exercises for people with joints replaced. I'm just saying, because they don't have joints replaced. Okay, see how I'm gonna go like this? See that? And then I'm gonna come back up. See that? I'm gonna go to one toe. One toe. So I'm lifting my heel, which is what we just did. Then it makes me shift into what? Yeah, it makes me shift into one leg, right? So one heel is up, my knee is bent. I'm gonna go into this move right here. See that? And I'm gonna push straight up. Right there. So act like you're gonna sit down. Now go into the heel. Now push and come up. You're on one toe and one foot. That's what you're on. Now, if you did this and put your heel out and then did this little maneuver, see, that's even better as far as usage of, oh, you're really pushing here. So I've got this heel out here. I'm pressing down and I'm coming back all the way up, all the way up. Okay, hip hinge, come into it as far as you go you can. You're on one heel right here. Now push hard and come up. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna go to the other side. So I'm gonna shift into the other leg and all I'm gonna do is pull one heel up first. And I'm gonna act like I'm gonna sit into my chair that's right here. See that? So you hip hinge, you go down, and then you push straight up there. See that? Hip hinge, drop down, pull straight up there. Okay, one more. We're into one toe, my heel's up, and one foot. Okay, now we're gonna switch it. So why did I have you do the toe first? Because your body, your mind has to orient to being on just either a toe or a heel. Much easier to do this with just lifting the heel. Because when we go like this and put the heel down and pull the toe up, and then we do that hip hinge, it's going to be much harder, see? Because now you have to rely on that supportive leg more. It forces you to use that leg. Breath, and if you needed to have a wall or something in front of you for balance, you could do that. That would be fine. Take a breath, one more. Here we go, heel, foot, all the way down. Now push through that foot and come up. Yes, take a big breath. I'm going to release my leg weights. See how easy it is to release them? Which brings me to a very important move that we're going to do on these last two moves for our class today, the hamstring tightness. So when they're too tight, you do not want to move forward with a straight leg, okay? You move forward and down with bent knees. Push your butt back. You get in position, put your elbows in the seat, and then one leg at a time, you pull that leg into a straighter position. You might not be able to go fully straight. And see, I'm doing one leg at a time. One leg is bent, one leg is straight. I'm pulling myself into my legs, and it should be quite a stretch. And I'm going to come, pull, 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 and come back down. Now I'm going to load my upper body with one good shot here. And I'm in a high, I'm using my chair, but this is a high plank, okay? So I'm going to hang out here for just a second, drop my shoulders, and do yourself a favor if you want to get stronger in your core and in your upper body. And let's say you have a shoulder that's a problem or whatever. You don't want to do a ton of like free weights, maybe stay here. But now I'm going to go to my elbows. But here, what I'm going to do that you don't see normally, because it goes straight from elbow, straight arm to down. See how I stepped in? And I stepped in right here. See that? Now, once I get in that position, now I'm going to move back. Okay? This is kind of an important modification. So you might say, well, what was the modification, Jeannie? And I'll say, this is the modification. A lot of people will injure themselves because they try to go from here to here and back up. And they haven't quite learned how or been strong enough to manage that. Step in, elbows down, then step out. Drop your shoulders. Breath. Don't drop your head. Pull your chin in. Then step in, press back, and come back up. Yay! So we did modifications and body loading today. We used our leg weights because I wanted to really load one-legged and emphasize one-legged standing, how to use that. Okay, I hope everybody was able to follow that. You little slugs, have a good snowy day today.